Hi everyone, in this video we will talk about modulation to distant keys using borrowed chords or the Neapolitan. So from theory, you remember the pivot chords, diatonic, chromatic. For example, in C major, the diatonic chord would be a 1/6. That would become the Neapolitan in B major, or chromatic diatonic. In C major, a minor one, which is chromatic, becomes a diatonic 6 in E flat major. We would typically use the second one, chromatic diatonic. So our borrowed chord will become a predominant in the new key. So on this board, as you can see, I have different examples of chromatic pivot chords. So if I'm in C major, my chromatic chord is the 4/6, which then becomes a 2/6 in E flat major. So I'm modulating from tonic to flat 3. If I'm in C major, I have a flat 6, which becomes a major 4. So a chromatic chord becomes a diatonic 4 in E flat major. Still going from tonic to flat 3, the key. If I'm in C major, I have a chromatic 4 chord, which becomes a minor 6 chord in A flat major. Here I have a modulation from tonic to flat 6. Using the Neapolitan in C major, I have my Neapolitan, which becomes a 4/6 in A flat major. So here I modulate from tonic to flat 6. If I'm in minor, C minor, with my Neapolitan, which is the chromatic chord in the first key, again becoming a 4/6 in A flat major. But I won't be going to flat 6 the key, I'll be going to major 6 because A flat is diatonic in minor. So with all these borrowed chords and Neapolitans, we will always modulate to a key that's a third away. So going to flat 3, flat 6, or if I'm in minor using the Neapolitan, it'll be diatonic. We will continue to listen for the cadence, listen for the bass and the soprano, and we will listen for the tonic of the first key and the tonic of the second key to figure out where we're going. So I'm going to play this example for you. Here's number 1. One more time. So I'm starting in C major. So in this example, let me pull up the right thing. I started in C major, so I started a 1. I used a minor 4/6, which became 2/6 in the key of E flat major. So the 2/6 is now a predominant, going to a cadential 6/4 to tonic. So a big giveaway to figure out where the pivot chord is that we listen for the cadence and figure out where dominant is. And your predominant should go directly before the dominant chord. So let's listen to that example again. So starting in C major. For our next example, we're going to use the Neapolitan. So now we're on B. Okay, here we go. in that example, we modulated from C major to A flat major. So our pivot, the Neapolitan, became a 4/6, a predominant chord in the key of A flat major. Goes directly to dominant, then tonic. How do I know that's my pivot chord? Because I have my dominant chord, and right before dominant is predominant. So 2/6 Neapolitan became 4/6. And in the last example, we will see flat 6 become 4. How do I know 4 would be my predominant? Because I'm listening to my cadence, I'm finding where dominant is, and I'm going back one chord for the predominant. So the last example, so I started in C major and ended in E flat major. Let's take one more listen. Flat 6, cadential, tonic, and E flat major. So I can't turn my camera around, but for all these modulations, we will be going to either flat 3 or flat 6. To figure out the pivot, we need to first listen to the cadence, listen to how the tonics are related, listen to the first chord and the last chord. Then find our dominant chord, go back one chord to figure out the pivot. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me or email Aaron, and we would be glad to answer these questions for you.